Hi everyone, welcome to Torah on Demand. I'm Rabbi Yael Ridberg. Gratitude is at the core of what it means to be a Jew. Indeed, the word in Hebrew for Jew, Yehudi, contains the same root as the word hoda'ah, which means gratitude. In this week's Torah portion of Vayetze, our matriarch Leah names her fourth son Yehudah, saying, Hapa'am odeh et Adonai. This time I will give thanks to God. This sentiment is repeated often in our prayers, and much of the spiritual practice of Judaism invites us to translate our sense of gratitude into words and actions towards others. As we celebrate Thanksgiving this week, I offer you an adaptation of Rabbi Mordechai Kaplan's Service of Thanksgiving that first appeared in the 1945 Reconstructionist prayer book. With the news of the pending release of 50 Israeli hostages and a pause in the fighting in Gaza, I invite you to use these words at your Thanksgiving or your Shabbat table this week as a bridge between the essential Torah teaching of what it means to be a Jew and the celebration of the American tradition of Thanksgiving at this particular moment in Jewish history. This is the service. We give thanks to you, dear God of our ancestors, for the privilege of life that is ours, for the wonders of earth and sea and sky about us, for all that is good and true within us and our society, and for that promise of a greater goodness and clearer truth, which, because of our faith in the future, we hope will yet be fulfilled. Open our eyes, dear one, and illumine our souls, so that despite despair, anguish, we may yet discern the extraordinary amidst the ordinary and face the present with confidence and the future with optimism. Your goodness is inscribed in the testament of humanity, in the powers of the body, the skill of the hand, in the capacity to think and feel and aspire, in the ability to communicate with other people, in the will and spirit to cooperate and collaborate for the sake of something larger than ourselves. It is a sign of divine goodness that there are people ready to surrender their comfort and happiness out of love for their fellow human beings, ready to sacrifice themselves to attain truth, and that being free human beings, they will not rest until freedom is the lot of all people everywhere. It is a sign of divine goodness that though humanity might seem at ease with the world as it is, we still work to convert it into what it might yet be. Your goodness is manifest in the testament of Israel. The divine power that makes for redemption delivered us from the house of bondage and brought us forth from Egypt. In times of famine, we found nourishment and sustenance. In times of war, we found rescue and deliverance. And in times of suffering, we found recovery and continuity. On this holiday of Thanksgiving, while Israel is once again at war and hostages remain in Gaza, and anti-Semitism finds fertile ground across college campuses and the world, we still might find gratitude for the miracle that is Israel, the sustaining gift of Jewish learning, and the dedication to divine service. Your goodness is revealed in the testament of America. Into this land there have assembled the outcast and the weary of the world. Here they dreamed a new dream of a nation founded on the truth that all people are created equal, that they and we are endowed with certain inalienable rights, and among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And because you have been with us and your goodness has kept us strong, the freedom which they won is still ours. May we ever be worthy of our American heritage despite deep divisions between us. May we ever treasure our liberties not for ourselves alone, but for all, and may our country be a guiding light to all humanity. For all these, O God, we thank you. For your goodness as maintained in nature, in the human spirit, in Israel's Torah, and in America's promise. Embolden our hearts so that, surmounting discouragement and despair, we may learn to see clearly your bounties, and seeing them, make them manifest in the world. I wish you a beautiful Thanksgiving. Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.